Hello, gorgeous souls. I hope this finds you well and happy on this Tuesday. The storm seems to have passed. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. I know there was damage, but I hope you're all safe. I hope your properties are safe too. Thank you for joining me on this Tuesday morning for your angel and crystal message. So through the festive oracle, let's see what your angel message is for you for today. So thank you, angels, for bringing forward a message for everyone for today. Ooh, lovely. Growth. Well, they're talking about our growth from experiences that we're having, and reminding us, and I've been reminded of this a lot lately, is that when we're going through challenges, difficulties, whatever they are, whether it's with our health, whether it's things that are going on in our life, whether it's relationship stuff, although the difficult stuff, the challenges make us feel uncomfortable, they might make us feel sad, they might make us feel angry, upset, frustrated. We grow the most when we're having those difficulties, when we're having those challenges, Learning from those experiences actually helps us to develop as human beings. It adds to the wisdom, doesn't it? Now, there's a great feeling that, with age comes wisdom. And while I think that's not always true, I think the majority of the time it is true, because of the experiences that we've had through life. It just makes us that bit wiser, because we've dealt with those situations, we've dealt with people, we've dealt with disappointment. And as we learn the best way to deal with it, so we grow, we become wiser, we become more in alignment with our soul and what our soul is learning and developing from. Now, it can be uncomfortable, it can be painful, we don't wish it upon ourselves. But this beautiful message is saying, pat yourself on the back because you've done a good job. And when you've been dealing with these difficulties, and at the time, I know I can often reflect and go, oh, I didn't handle that very well. I perhaps felt a bit sorry for myself, and I maybe have got in a mood and a strop. But as you deal with them and you learn how to deal with them, as you learn to deal with people, as you learn to deal with situations, as you learn to deal with your children and your in-laws, you really do grow. You go from that little seedling when you're born to a magnificent being of light as you grow, as you develop, as you evolve. Morning, Catherine, lovely. I hope you're well. So this is a beautiful message from the angels to remind you that when you're going through difficulties, whether that's now or in the past, or difficulties are going to come up, because they do, that's life, is remembering that while these are uncomfortable, it's also like, youngsters growing up, they get growing pains. They are like growing pains, and we're going to be having them for the rest of our life. So the angel's message is, while you're growing, while you're going through those difficulties, call on them for support, call on them for inspiration as to how to deal with it. Sometimes it is simply taking a back step and reviewing all that's going on so that you can come from a place of calmness to deal with it. And it could also simply be that actually, rather than react to certain situations, that you do give yourself time out so that you can pause and decipher all that's going on. How do you need to deal with it? How much do you need to be invested in it? And what are you learning from it? Because simply when you can realise that this challenging situation can enhance you, while it's also important that you process it and you perhaps lick your wounds. It's realizing that actually long term it will have a benefit. I'm sure if you sit here now and think about your life and the past and what you have dealt with, and it's often those difficult things when you come through at the other side and you go, wow, look how much I learned from that. Look how much I learned about myself and how much I grew. And I'm not going to do that again. If that situation comes up again, right, I'm gonna do it differently this time. And of course, what happens if we don't learn, we just get the lesson all over again, just to repeat it all over again, so that we do learn how to deal with it. So my darling ones, pat yourself on the back, because you've been doing a good job. You are growing, you're evolving, and your soul is learning and growing. So as well as it's about you being as a human being, it's also about your soul's development. And that's a mighty thing. So my darling ones, my beautiful Sodalite wanted to come and say hello today. I just love this piece. I just feel really calm and tranquil when I hold it, when I meditate with it, if I'm carrying it in my pocket. Sodalite is a wonderful crystal to help open up our abilities to express our thoughts and our feelings. It helps to marry the head and the heart, because sometimes they can be in conflict. So the Sodalite helps to bring this union between our head and our heart. But it also wants to open up those communication channels with the unseen world. So when you are experiencing difficulties, thank you for your hearts and your likes, lovely ones. Call on Sodalite for that inspiration, enhancing your connection with the unseen world, with your angels, with your guides, as to how to deal with that situation. It just wants to calm and balance everything, so that as we go through our day, it feels like we're flowing through the day. And if we need that bit of extra time because we need to just achieve X, Y, Z, Sodalite helps us to feel like we are in the flow, that everything is happening just as it needs to. So rather than feeling maybe angst because I haven't got enough time to do everything, Sodalite goes, we're doing this all as it should be. So my darling ones, thank you as always for joining me. I've got a lovely day today. I've got some admin I've got to do this morning, then I'm meeting up with some lovely dear friends this afternoon, so it feels like a real treat. But whatever you're doing today, gorgeous souls, remember to be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings, and have a wonderful day.